Hey Siri, how many days has it been since July 27th?
It was 84 days ago.
All right, word. So we're on day 84 of this project. Yes, 84 days. And we're way behind budget, way behind time. We're about 10,000 behind budget, but we're about a month and some change behind on schedule because of a few things. But we'll get into that in a little bit. First, guys, go ahead, like, share, subscribe to the channel. It'll help me out. It'll help you guys out so I can put out more videos that are really, really cool and behind the scenes. So do me that huge favor. I enjoy all of you guys being here. Now let's go check it out. There's been a few hiccups with this property as to why it's been taking so long. First one is our subs weren't getting paid on time. The GC that I initially hired, unfortunately was caught like spending his money on like cars and houses and other stuff from people's down payments. And so the project manager that worked under that GC ended up leaving, starting her own company and bringing my project on board. So I didn't lose any money per se, but the project did lose time because of the financing delay of paying the workers that are actually doing the job. So one thing to just be aware of is always make sure you know when and where your subs are doing and getting paid for that job, because that will hinder your timeline, right? GCs can make or break a project. I've said it before in previous videos and I die by that, right? So we're here now, we're in a better situation with our new project manager and we're rolling. So let's walk on through. This is obviously the living room. If you guys remember the first video, this is where we had that first like half wall. We took that entire wall down now. We also busted a hole through the side of this wall here to now be able to enter in through the basement from the side of the living room, as opposed to entering from the kitchen. This was the original entrance, which was kind of awkward because you have this bump out for the chimney here. So we went ahead, framed this off, opened up this wall, and now you'll have a door where you can walk downstairs. If you come on through this way, this is now your kitchen. As you can see, we have all these nice natural hardwood floors, and we're gonna keep that entire theme throughout this project and run more hardwood floor in the back of this patio there, but I'll get to that in a second. But this is the kitchen. It's not too big, but it is enough space where you can have a decent sized 5-foot island, seat 3 or 4 people on the backhand side, have some cabinetry. So in this island, because there's a window, right, just part of buyer psychology, we're gonna put our sink from this wall and move it into the window here, into the island here, so that when you're cooking or cleaning, or you're washing your dishes, you can actually look out of your window, and just to give you more of an aesthetic of a larger room. So we're putting the sink here. Obviously next to your sink, you have to have your dishwasher. So it'll be sink and dishwasher in our island. And then we'll have maybe 1 or 2 cabinets on both sides, maybe a trash bin or something like that. But that'll be the island. Again, on the back side, you'll be able to sit about 3 or 4 people comfortably, where they can just eat and do whatever they have to do. If you come on back here, we went ahead and took down this entire wall. If you guys remember, look back at that first video. I'll put a link up here on this corner to the first video. There was a wall here, and you can see here, this is all cement. So this was the original back of the house back in the 40s when this property was built. And there was just 2 big windows here that were closed off with some plywood. It was painted over and it was really nice, but we went ahead and we wanted to keep the entire flow of the property moving this way. So we opened up this entire wall and we framed around it. So we're gonna put some drywall and make it look like a nice intentional transition. We didn't have to put an LVL up here because this is all cement. So it is already structurally sound. And we went ahead and closed off the original entrance into this back patio. So if you remember again in that previous video, you had to walk through here to get into the patio. So now this is all closed off. This will all be one wall here as part of the kitchen. Our fridge will be on this side. We'll have our sink here, or our oven here, microwave up top, sink here in the island, and now you walk on through to your patio, which will be now your dining room, right? So because this floor is now even, again, if you look in the previous video, there was a big step down. It was maybe like a 1.5 foot difference from this floor to this floor. So what we did was we built up this floor in the back of the patio so it can all be leveled and even. And we put down this floorboard, and we're gonna put 3/4 strip hardwood flooring all throughout the remainder of this floor back here. And this will be pretty much like your dining room area where you can sit down. It got really loud. So you can sit down, eat back there, but then you can also, that'll be a mudroom. So you walk in through there, and we'll go back there a little bit, and you'll see our stackable washer dryer where you can wash your clothes. and do stuff like that. So because my guys are working, we're gonna go upstairs and show you guys what's upstairs. All right, so this is upstairs. So master bedroom. Again, what I love about this house is that it kept the natural hardwood floors throughout the property. So there used to be carpet up here, so we're gonna go ahead and scrape these floors, sand them down, restain and finish them, and then put like a nice gloss over these floors again. And then in this room, what we also did was made the closet bigger. The original closet in this house was right here. There was no closet on that wall. This was the only closet in this entire bedroom. Pretty small. A lot of you ladies have enough coats that can fit in this closet, maybe if not more. So we went ahead and made a walk-in closet on this side. So now you can fit an entire wardrobe. That's about it for this room. What we also did was we're gonna go ahead and close off some of this window because we're taking some of it for the closet space. So we're losing about 8 or 9 inches of window space, which will drop this window down to being now a 24-inch window. So it still works. You still have some natural light coming into the room, which is always nice to have in your property. You want as much natural light, as much natural tones and feels. So that was the plan for the master bedroom. Not much going on, just some framing with drywall around that when it's all done. If you go into the guest bedroom, pretty much did the same exact thing. We built out this closet here. There was only half a closet, and that closet was right here. And so we took up the closet, built it out, made a walk-in as well, but we're gonna lose some of this space because, as I mentioned downstairs, we do have our HVAC that's going along this wall. And the return for the HVAC is gonna come up top over these closets, and it'll be right here. So we're gonna lose some of this closet space, but just initially, this is the design that we wanted for the closet. And then again, once the ductwork is all ran, we'll go ahead and frame around the ductwork and the return vent. And then whatever's left over, that'll be our main closet. But this bedroom, not much going on. Got the same natural floors, gonna replace both windows, new light up top, and that's about it. This bathroom is gonna be one of our biggest transformations because in here, we're rearranging the entire bathroom. So initially, it's pretty dark, so I'm not gonna go in there. But you had your vanity here. Right next to it, you had your shower going this way along this wall. And then you had your toilet on this wall, which is a really awkward layout. And when they built this house back in 1948, that's just kind of how all the houses were built. Apparently this neighborhood was a military base or military housing for Joint Base Anacostia, which is down the street. So they were all pretty cookie cutter in the same type layout. What we're gonna do in this bathroom is keep the same 24-inch vanity on this wall. We're then gonna put the toilet directly next to it. And then along this back wall where the window is, we're gonna put a tub and then put tiling around it. So it'll be tub to ceiling tile. And that's pretty much it. So we're just gonna rearrange the bathroom layout in here to make it more functional and aesthetic. And pretty much, guys, that's it for upstairs. So we're gonna head downstairs into the basement and show you guys what's next. All right, hopefully you guys can see me. But we're in the basement right now. It's about 400 square feet down here. We've got a full bath back there, sump pump, HVAC is going here. Water heater is gonna go underneath the steps here. But if you can see below me, down here we have a nice little trench dug with some PVC piping. Now this specific job cost me $1,300 extra because when my plumber was digging out his rough and plumbing back here, he realized that there was corroded cast iron piping that obviously needed to go because I didn't want to start coupling and linking together new PVC with old cast iron pipes. So we just got rid of the entire cast iron pipe from our main line. This also will be changed out from cast iron to being PVC. So came in, redid the entire main line out of the house. That's how your water leaves from all your bathrooms and your sinks and travels out of the house into the main sewer line. So it's very important that that got done just to prevent any previous or future issues, I'll say. Again, cost me an extra $1,300 to do, and we have to now backfill this trench, put new cement over top, and then seal it, and then go ahead and lay our tile. So this is a full bathroom. Over here we got shower. It'll be a stand-up shower, fairly small and tight, but it works. We've got our toilet flange, and then this will be a 24-inch vanity for the bathroom. Back here is our sump pump. And as you can see, we have this black weeping tile on the wall here. which is going to allow all the water that comes from the outside and even our neighbor's house to be pushed out of the property. So how your weeping tile works is, if you can imagine having your walls as is and there being a trench around the basement of around the perimeter of your basement, this weeping tile is waterproof, so it makes sure that all the water that comes through the walls gets pushed down the wall into the trench where there's a tube, and that tube actually funnels back into our sump pump. And so the sump pump then gathers all that water, and once it gets to a certain level, it then pushes the water out of the pump and away from the property. So we waterproofed this house from the inside and the outside because there were some big, thick tree trunks that were just damaging that cinder block wall. So we did as much as we could to make sure that this property would not see any more water issues, which is what I'll recommend any flipper do, just to protect the future home buyer. So that's kind of what we did down here. Again, we got a full bath, got a sump pump, got our HVAC going here, water heater going over there. And if you can just imagine, this will be a nice little cozy area for somebody to live and have maybe 1 or 2 guests, rent it out as an Airbnb, VRBO, midterm rental, something like that. So that was the vision for down here. And that's it for this video, guys. So again, if you have any questions, leave them down below in the chat. Drop a like, drop a comment, subscribe. It'll help the channel out a lot. I can hopefully engage with you guys more. Hopefully I answered a lot of questions and we can just interact moving on. So again, like, share, subscribe, and I'll see you guys on the next video. Let's go.